pharmacy and pharmacy technicians and rest other, Gulf regions career options for all of you. So we'll now start with the webinar. So I, on behalf of all the whole Academically team, welcome you to this webinar, everybody. Thank you so much for sparing your time. And I hope this webinar is going to be a very knowledgeable and insightful webinar for all of you. And in the end, after our presentation ends, we will take one by one. You can raise your hands, you can ask your questions, and your questions will be answered. If you want one-on-one counseling, you can drop your name and number on the chat box. Our team will reach out to you for a free 1-hour counseling session on a one-on-one basis. All right, so let's start. So yes, we are going to have a very good, knowledgeable session regarding the steps to achieve your career of a healthcare professional in the Gulf region. We'll start our webinar by introducing our team, our organization with you guys, and let's talk a bit about Academically. So guys, basically our organization is headquartered in Australia. We are basically an edtech which aim at helping healthcare professionals excel in their lives and career. This company, this organization was basically established by Dr. Akram Ahmad. Sir is an educationist and a healthcare professional and has got years of experience across several roles in India, Malaysia, and Australia. And with his expertise, he, along with the entire team, offers support to healthcare professionals who wish to upscale their careers by migrating to Australia or other countries. And with this, by everyday effort, setting new standards by providing preparation courses for most advanced global healthcare exam, we offer guidance, resources, and unwavering support to each one of you if you get involved or get related to us. Talking about our founder and CEO, so Dr. Akram is a clinical pharmacist and lecturer, and sir has got an experience of over 10 to 12 years of teaching and research across various subjects of medicine in India, Malaysia, and Australia. His goal has always been to help the qualified healthcare professionals across the globe because we don't get placed. The healthcare professionals don't get placed as the tech people, right? So this is a very big, setback which we get after we pass out from our colleges. And that was the same thing which happened with Sir also. And that was the reason he wanted the others not to suffer or not to go through with what he has gone through. So he or our company aims at helping all the pharmacists, medical doctors, dentists, nurses, lab technicians, and physiotherapists so that they can achieve their passions and dreams by us educating and training them for the same. All right, so specifically for all the dentists out here, please pay attention. We're going to talk about the Gulf region dental licensure exam of the different countries of the Gulf. So basically, the Gulf region dental licensure exams, or whichever exams you want to attend for any particular country, it's basically, it comes under the prometric exams. So what are prometric? Prometric exams, guys, are the gateway for overseas dentists. Suppose you're a dentist from India or Pakistan or Bangladesh or any other country, and you want to go to a particular country of Dubai, Oman, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, you have to sit for different licensure exams. If you pass the exam, you get the license of that particular country. So this Gulf Cooperation Council or the GCC countries, they hold their exams with the help of the prometric system. Prometric is basically an organization. That's why it's called as a prometric exam. So prometric exams are the gateways for overseas dentists to practice in these Gulf countries. All right. And they basically go for the written assessments, and also these rigorous assessments evaluate a dentist's knowledge and skills to ensure that they meet that particular region's high healthcare standards. If you are a dentist from your particular country, right, they basically want to assess your skills, whether you as a dentist will be able, whether you will be able to go there and practice properly or not. And they do that with the help of the written assessment which they take. Okay. So successful completion of these exams is mandatory to obtain a dental license in countries. Like you have DHA for Dubai, for Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and Al Quwan, you have MOH exam. For Oman, you have OMSB. Abu Dhabi, you have HAD, now which is known as DOH. Saudi Arabia, Saudi Dental Licensure Exam. Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar. These are the countries, and every country has their own written assessment. We won't be talking about each and every one because otherwise it will be a webinar only for the Gulf regions. I'll just give you an example of Dubai, DHA and MOH exam. The others are also very similar so that you can understand, get an idea of how these kind of exams are conducted. So, catering to all these countries, we have at Academically a combined course which we call as Gulf Region Dental Licensure Examination course. So, you get licensed to practice the profession of a dentist under the direct supervision of a registered dental professional, and we prepare you for all of these countries. We prepare you for the written assessment of all of these countries through our GRDLE program. You can see our faculty. So we have a well-esteemed faculty team who are all qualified faculties. They're all MOH, DHA qualified faculties who entirely, curate the content for you, deliver the best out of the lectures for you so that you get trained for this particular thing. And talking also about our academic head. So Dr. Rini Sharma is the academic head for medical courses, dental courses, and the other courses. We have one more academic head of the pharmacy courses, which Dr. Madhushri will be introducing to you. So Dr. Rini Sharma serves as the assistant academic head at Academically, bringing over a decade of medical expertise to the role. A dedicated scholar, Dr. Rini holds an MBBS and MD degree completed in India and an MBA from Charleston Southern University. She's a distinguished researcher and has contributed to several impactful research papers and studies. At Academically, ma'am oversees the development and updation of medical courses to help the global doctors avail the best curriculum and study resources. Now, very important question. Guys, I'll take your queries one by one, not to worry. Okay, let's finish up with the presentation first. So why choose Gulf countries? You get easy work visas in the Gulf country. You get numerous job opportunities, whether you're a dentist or a pharmacist or a pharmacy technician or a physiotherapist. And dentist salary in Dubai and UAE, as you can see, it's 2.2 lakh per annum. So guys, and the most important thing about Gulf countries is the English proficiency. Like if you talk about the other countries, English proficiency is something which is very, very important. You need to pass IELTS, PT or OET if you want to migrate, and especially for visas. But here, nothing of that sort is there because most of the countries are non-English speaking countries. So English is never a barrier for the Gulf countries. Benefits, as I mentioned, you have a higher earning potential with salaries starting from 2.2 per lakh and migrating to these countries. This is something which is common to all the dentists, pharmacists, and pharmacy technicians. All of you all. Okay. So please listen to me carefully. So with salaries starting from 2.2 lakh per annum, migrating to these countries as a dentist, also as pharmacist and pharmacy technician, has an immensely high earning potential. As I mentioned, no English proficiency test is required. So in Gulf countries, there's no language test requirement. You get the health insurance coverage for the employee and sometimes for the family members also. High demand for your particular career, great work-life balance because these countries offer a very good work-life balance to manage your workload and maintain a healthy lifestyle. End of service gratuity. So as per the labor laws, this is something which is very important. Transportation allowance or free transport to the workplace is there. It's tax-free. Guys, these countries are tax-free, like especially Dubai is tax-free. So which is a very, very big advantage over the other countries. So these are the benefits for all if you want to migrate to the Gulf countries. Now let's talk about the DHA examination of the dentist. As I mentioned, it is a written assessment, guys. You get a multiple choice exam question, which consists of 150 under 170 minutes. So you have to finish up 150 questions in 170 minutes. So more than 1 minute for each question. With us, if you prepare, the duration of preparation is 10 to 16 weeks. The questions have 4 options, from which the candidate will choose one answer with no negative marking. So you don't have a negative marking. You have one single correct, 150 questions MCQs for 170 minutes. English proficiency, as I mentioned, is not important for the Gulf regions. All the dentists, please look at the topics. So you also get the weightage pattern, like from which particular subjects, how many questions will be asked. So from endodontics, this much, oral surgery, restorative, perio, ortho, so total you have 150 questions. Out of that, you have to get a passing score of 60%. So 60% is the cutoff score. If you get 60% or more, you qualify for the DHA written exam. And your exam result is valid for 5 years, guys. And once you get a license, you have to keep on renewing it after 1 year. Okay. Similarly, for the other countries, you have the MOH exam. So unlike DHA, MOH has got 150 questions, but you have to finish that in 150 minutes. The time limit is a bit lesser for the MOH. Preparation is same, and the syllabus is very much similar. If you talk about Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi, or these MOH, DHA, very similar. So if you prepare for one exam, it's very easy for you to prepare for the other exams also. Some topics are there here and there, but yeah, it's a very good method. Also, if you're registered with DHA and you want to shift to Saudi, you can get your license shifted also. Like transfer of license also happens. So there's a lot of advantages which you have for the entire Gulf country if you prepare for one particular exam. Like DHA, questions have 4 options from which the candidate will choose one answer with no negative marking for wrong answers. So DHA and MOH is very much similar. The timing is different. There you have 170 minutes. Here you have 150 minutes. And also, if you talk about the weightage, you can see similar to DHA, you have all the topics which are mentioned, actually all the subjects which are mentioned with proper weightage. Passing percentage is again 60%. Validity is 5 years. One basic advantage is there you had to get your license renewed every after 1 year. After 1 year, here eligibility and exam result validity is 5 years. So once you are cleared for 5 years. Now, talking about the dental exam. Now, these exam centers, as I mentioned, it's an online exam, guys. You don't have to go and write the exam. You can book your exam, but you have to go to any Prometric center. So in every country, Prometric has got certain centers, certain specific locations wherein they conduct the remote online examination. So approved Prometric testing centers in major metropolitan cities of India and internationally also it's there. Exam dates, guys, it's conducted 3 to 4 times in a month. So it's up to you. If you want to book the exam in February, you'll get 3 to 4 options that in this particular slot you want to book, you can. How much ever time you can, like whenever you want, you can book, but maximum of 3 attempts is there, right? First attempt, not qualified. Second attempt, third attempt, you have to. Not more than 3 attempts is what you get. And very simple, the test results will be available online 1 to 6 weeks after the testing. And it depends upon the volume of test takers. So if the test takers are more, it will take more time to publish the result. Otherwise, the result is what you get within 1 to 6 weeks. So it's very, user-friendly. Eligibility criteria for all of them, BDS degree, 1 year internship. Yes, 2 years of professional experience is what is required here in the Gulf regions if you want to practice or want to sit for the examination. And attempts allowed, as I already mentioned, it's 3. Steps to registration. First of all, you have to go ahead with your document verification. It's common for all of you, all pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, and all of them. Data flow is what is the name. So they will basically ask for your documents, whether for your BDS degree, your license, your registration, passport ID, and all that. That particular document verification process is called as data flow. Once your data flow is clear, your document is verified, they know that you are a proper dentist. Only then will they allow you to sit for the examination. Book your exam, clear your exam, and you get a registration. Okay. Now, one more thing, in certain countries like Dubai, guys, they have started introducing oral assessment also. In MOH also, you have 20 minutes or 10 minutes of Viva, which they ask. Okay, so we'll talk about this later. But yeah, in some countries, oral assessment has also been required if you want to get a license or get registered to that particular country. But this is something which is common for rest of them. Data flow, exam clearance, registration plus job. And as I mentioned in the data flow for Dubai, the document verification or requirements are your BDS degree, your transcript is in the mark sheet, internship completion certificate, your experience of 2 years, okay, your license, your good standing certificate, medical fitness test, and passport copy. These are the documents which are required. It has to be cleared before you sit for the examination. Similarly, for MOH also, the same things. There's only one citizen's family book. The pattern is what they already give you. Otherwise, it's all the same. So these documents have to be verified. Then you will be eligible to sit for the exam. Once you clear the exam, you get the registration. And as I have to talk about the GRDLE preparation course by Academically, so as I already mentioned, we have a combined course for all these countries, and we prepare you for the dental prometric exams, which are the initial step towards becoming a licensed dentist. So the course is designed to provide a comprehensive review of all the curriculum for all the Gulf countries. Okay, and this is one of the most cost-effective tool. We are one of the most cost-effective pioneer in this industry that will give you surety of success in the least possible time. As we mentioned, 4 to 16 weeks of preparation is what we give. Program highlights, instructor-led and self-paced content. I've already told you and mentioned the faculties are all relevant exams qualified. They have undergone the similar struggle as you would go through. You have one-on-one mentoring support with the entire team. You have a very good question bank of mocks and subject-wise questions. We have recorded lectures for you guys. For those of you who are working professionals, if you're not able to attend the live classes, we have flexible schedule recorded lectures for you so that you do not miss anything. We have 1000 plus mocks and recalls. We give you periodic feedback and assessment through our artificial intelligence based grant test. So we have the AI grant test, which lets you know what are your strengths, your weaknesses, how much time did you take to finish up one question and everything. Guidance on placement and visa, and we also give you tips on CV writing and cover letter generation. Fee structure for DHA exam. So guys, for document verification, this is the charge. For exam fee, you have 1028 dinar, and this is the total exam fee for DHA. Similarly, for MOH also, this is the government charges, which the prometric exams and the authority takes if you want to qualify the examination. All right, so this was it from my side. Dr. Madhushrina, over to you. I have finished up for the dentist. You can start with the pharmacist and pharmacy technicians.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Sonal. That was quite insightful. So that was dental courses for you. Now let's quickly move on to the pharmacists' careers, and for pharmacy technicians, what are the options there in the Gulf region? So I'll just quickly share my screen and let's navigate your path to global pharmacy jobs with Academically. So when we talk about the pharmacist exams in Gulf countries, we have SPLE for Saudi, we have OMSB exam, that is also known as the OPE exam for Oman, we have MOH Kuwait, QCHP for Qatar, Bahrain, and for the rest of the UAE, we have 3 exams, which are MOH, DHA, and HAD. So let's delve into each exam specifics. So all these exams, basically, we at Academically cater under one course, that is GRPLE, quite similar to GRDLE, that was dental. This is Gulf Region Pharmacy Licensure exams. So all these exams which caters to the Gulf countries are basically known as the prometric exams, similar to the dental ones. So what are these prometric exams? Well, these are the gateway for overseas pharmacists to practice in GCC countries. Okay. So like if I talk about Saudi, the exam is SPLE. For Oman, it is OMSB is the board, and the exam is OPE exam, better known as. For Kuwait, it is the MOH Kuwait. For Qatar, it is QCHP exam. For Bahrain, it is BPLE exam, or the NHRA also it is known as. And then for UAE, we have MOH for the larger part of UAE. For Dubai, you have DHA and HAAD for Abu Dhabi. So what is SPLE? Well, SPLE is the Saudi Pharmacist Licensure exam, and you can, successfully clearing this exam allows you to practice in Saudi Arabia. The council, the body which administers the exam is SCFHS. Talking about OPE, it is the Oman Prometric exam. The board that takes care of the exam is OMSB, that is the Oman Medical Specialty Board. For Dubai, it is the Dubai Health Authority, that is DHA exam. For larger part of UAE, it is the MOH. And like I said, for Abu Dhabi, it is the HAD. Okay. For Kuwait, again, it is known as the MOH exam, but it is Kuwait. QCHP, that is the Qatar Council for Healthcare Professionals. It is the exam for Qatar. And for Bahrain, the body that regulates the exam is the National Health Regulatory Authority. So on your screen is our faculty who have undergone a similar journey and will be able to guide you the best for passing the prometric exams. And all these courses are headed by our academic head, Dr. Alok, who is a seasoned pharmacist himself with a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences and over 14 years of professional experience. So each of the course is under him, and all the content, proofreading, and expertise, whether it is recall or whether it is, adding chunks from here and there, is under his supervision. So you need not worry about the content. Now let's move into why speak about, let's talk about country specific. So why choose Saudi? Well, for Saudi, you have easy work. In fact, for all these countries in Gulf, you will find there is easy work visa, lot of job opportunities, and definitely very lucrative salary options to look forward to. Like if I talk about Saudi over here in comparison to Australia, you'll see a whooping salary of almost 9,000 SAR, Saudi riyals, that accounts to somewhere around 2 lakhs per month. Okay. And if we talk about the pharmacy technician laterally, the salary would be somewhere around 90,000 per month that you can expect to. Now, if I talk about, if you compare with Ireland, again, you see there is a huge scope that you can see in Gulf countries. Okay. So sorry, here we were talking about the UAE, Qatar, Kuwait. Here also, if you see, the salary amount goes to somewhere around 2.7 lakhs. That is the, bracket that you can expect. So, what are the benefits of pharmacists to moving to Gulf countries compared to Australia and Ireland? Well, apart from high earning potential, Gulf countries, like we said, for the dental courses, one aspect that I'd like to draw your attention is there is no requirement of English proficiency exams for the Gulf country exams, that is the prometric exams, which is not the criteria for Ireland or Australia. Okay, then the second point would be definitely tax-free salary, which is again not a benefit if if you're considering Australia or Ireland. Apart from that, yes, all the countries I feel is, have a good quality of life. These countries are a must to be explored, and depending upon your eligibility, your work experience, you can, we can guide you which country would be the best choice for you to migrate to. Okay. So let's quickly move on to the eligibility criteria. Like I said, eligibility criteria which is required for you to make a wise decision as to where and which country would be the best option for you. Okay. So if I talk about PhD, PharmD degree, that is, I'm sorry, PharmD degree, then the countries that you have an option is Saudi Arabia, you have Qatar also, and you have another country that I had been talking about was, yes, Bahrain. Okay. So these three are the options if you have PharmD. Okay. Then you have an edge basically over the rest of the countries, because rest of the countries, if you see, they are all allowing B Farm graduates also as eligibility criteria. So talking about Australia, that is the Oprah exam, or Ireland. Ireland has recently included eligibility criteria to be B Farm degree. Again, we have Oman. Oman also allows B Farm. Qatar allows B Farm along, but it has to have a 2 years experience. And DHA, UAE, all rest of the Gulf countries, they allow you to write exam as a B Farm, but you have to have a minimum of 2 years of experience in retail or hospital pharmacy. So simplifying it, for Saudi, that is SPLE exam, you have to have a PharmD degree. No B Farm or M Farm is eligible. Along with that, you have to have a transcript and a registration certificate of your state council. Talking about Oman, a B Farm, PharmD, M Farm would work, but you have to have a 3 years of experience, 3 years of hospital or retail experience. Qatar, there is an added advantage for M Farm graduates over here. So a B Farm, M Farm with 2 years of experience are exempted for the exam for Qatar. And if you're a PharmD, then 1 year experience, B Farm, then 2 year experience. Talking about Bahrain, Bahrain as a BSc in pharmacy, you have to have a 5 year experience, or else if you're a PharmD graduate, then which is a 6-year degree, then 2 years of experience. Then for the rest of the UAE, a B Farm, PharmD or M Farm is equally eligible, but you have to have a 2 years of retail or hospital experience compared to Oman, which is 3 years. And Kuwait again is a B Farm, M Farm with 2 years experience. So you can very well gauge and narrow down your choices according to your eligibility. So moving on to the English proficiency requirements. Like I said, see, Ireland and Australia both have to have English proficiency tests to be successfully cleared, but for Gulf region, it is not required. Okay. So that is the added advantage for migrating to Gulf countries. Now, if I talk about the steps, well, for Saudi, it will be a initial 2-step, which would involve document verification, that is data flow, followed by classification. Once you get a positive data flow, you go ahead for classification on the Mummaries portal. And upon getting an eligibility, you are free to write the exam, that is book your exam, that is the MCQ exam. Upon successful clearing of the exam, you are then eligible to apply for registration with the SCFHS. So that was SPLE process. Talking about the DHA, again, all these prometric exams, be it for dental, be it for pharmacists, be it for pharmacy technicians, they all have similar process. That is data flow followed by exam booking, followed by appearing in the exam, and on successful clearing of the exam, you get to apply for registration with the respective authority. Okay, just the accounts changes. Like for SPLE, you have data flow classification on the Mummaries portal. For DHA exam for pharmacists, you have the Sherian account. For MOH, you have the MOHAP account. So those are the differences that is there that you would encounter while doing your document verification process. So if I sum up, there's this 3 simple steps that that you can look forward to. That is data flow, followed by exam booking and clearance, and then registration, obviously applying for jobs. So now let's take a deeper look into what to expect when writing a prometric exam. Well, all these prometric tests, basically will test you on some few of the major pharmacy areas, which all of you must be aware of. That first one goes to pharmaceutical sciences, followed by pharmaceutical care and disease, then your social, behavioral, administrative sciences, and compounding. This being the 3 major areas, then the other 3 being the pharmaceutical calculations, that is like including compounding, of course, and your clinical studies with some knowledge of basic biomedical sciences also. Okay, so that is what you can expect in totality to be covered in all the prometric pharmacist exams for Gulf. Talking about the course, that is the GRPLE course, we prepare you within 16 weeks, that is close to 3 to 4 months. Okay. And if I give you an idea as to about the exam centers, well, all these exams are conducted via the prometric centers, and all centers are located in major cities of all the countries, locally, internationally. Exam date similar to again GRDLE, it is conducted all throughout the year, frequency being 3 to 4 times in a month, and you can schedule your exam up to 3 months in advance. Okay. So basis the availability of the exam slots, you get to book your exam. And the test results can be expected online within 1 to 6 weeks of appearing the exam. Okay. So now let's take a look into the structure of the exam. So all these exams, that is the prometric exam, be it SPLE, OP, that is Oman, DHA, MOH, QCHP, all of them have generally one set of paper with 100 to 150, majorly 150 MCQs you can expect, barring SPLE. SPLE is the only exam which conducts in 2 sessions. Okay, each session being of 105 MCQs. Okay, again, the passing score that you can expect is to be around 60% for all these exams. You have to have a 60%. Okay. Now, if I talk about the documents that is required for documentation verification process, on your screen are the 8 major documents that is required, which are quite basic. You can take a note or a snapshot. So that is what is GRPLE preparation course by Academically. So by means of our course GRPLE, we not only ready you for any exam catering to any specific country, but we also give you the confidence to appear for interviews later on. So that is the foundation that is imparted to you by means of GRPLE course. So if I talk about, as Dr. Sonal has already mentioned about the program highlights, it's no different. We have the LMS for conducting the sessions. We have Discord community platform. We have mocks and flexible schedule. We do know that all you guys are working professionals and side by side, taking out time to, elevate your career. So which is why we have flexible schedule for you, which according to your time and convenience, you can attain the sessions and then post your queries on the Discord. Now giving you a structure, rough idea of the fee structure for SPLE exam, it is again not a one-time fee. It is according to the steps, that is data flow being 840 reals, classification being 200 reals, and then the exam booking, which would be somewhere around 289 USD. Now on your screen, it is the detailed fee structure for rest of the prometric exams that you can have a look onto. Okay. So that was the course GRPLE for all the Gulf region pharmacy exams, licensure exams. Now let's delve into the exams catering to the pharmacy technician exam, pharmacy technicians basically. So the course that we have turned out for pharmacy technicians is the Gulf Pharmacy Technician Exam course. Okay, so via the GPTE course, we prepare all our pharmacy technician and assistant students for respective exams. So, well, who's the pharmacy technician? As you all might be knowing, licensed is a person licensed to practice the profession of a pharmacy technician under the direct supervision of a pharmacist. So again, lucrative careers for technicians, pharmacy technicians in countries like Bahrain, Oman, Saudi, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and rest of the Emirates. Okay. So again, I would say similar thing. It is the prometric exam, so no difference, just the syllabus that is there. So but if you're a pharmacist, then you can expect lengthy syllabus with more in-depth, obviously, uh, level of questions. And while you are appearing for the prometric exams for pharmacy technician, definitely there are easy set of questions that is there, and it basically assesses you on your knowledge as a pharmacy technician. So like pharmacist has a set of particular responsibilities, so does a pharmacy technician, which is why the disparity in the exam structure and different exams are there. Again, these exams are conducted by Pearson View for, okay, sorry, the Pearson View conducts the Oman exam and the Abu Dhabi, while rest are conducted by the Prometric centers. Okay. We have again curated content by faculties who have undergone similar journey and will be hand-holding you throughout the course to prepare you for the exam. Why choose Gulf countries? Now, I think every one of us here present in the webinar knows about it. We have a lot of work visas, good number of job opportunities to look forward to, and last but not the least, for which we all, look forward to elevate in our career is money, right? So definitely lucrative career option in terms of salary options, that is up to 1 lakh monthly you can expect as pharmacy technicians to earn in Bahrain and Oman. And for Saudi and UAE, you can expect even more, that is around 1.3 lakhs in a month. So those are the kind of benefits that you can look forward to in terms of earning potential. Apart from that, definitely no English proficiency test that is required, and tax-free income. Apart from good work-life balance, high demand of pharmacy technicians are there with the good perks like free accommodation, airfare, and monthly paid holidays are there. So those are the benefits that you can look up to migrate to such countries. So talking about the pharmacy technician licensure exam, well, this licensure exam consists of one set of paper only, that is the MCQ paper consisting of 150 questions, and the time duration would vary according to the different exam, but roughly 2 to 3 hours. Okay, again, we prepare you for the course in 10 to 12 weeks. So, what are the major subjects that you can expect as a in pharmacy technician licensure exams? Pharmacology, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical care and disease, clinical sciences, drug information and health information. That is one of the core responsibilities. Again, pharmacy laws and regulations. That again is a major responsibility that goes under pharmacy technician, and calculations which are relevant to medication, dosing, and concentration. So this is where the syllabus is little bit narrowed down compared to the pharmacist exams. Okay. Now, again, like I've already talked about the exam centers, there are Prometric centers and Pearson VUE centers located locally and internationally. So that is not an issue. And conducted all throughout the year, 3 to 4 times in a month. So depending on the exam slot availability, you can attempt the exam. But yes, to keep in mind, the maximum attempt for the exam is 3. Okay. And results are again typically available online within 1 to 6 weeks. So if you look into the structure of the exam, the bifurcation. Okay, the bifurcation we've already talked about. These are the subjects, and the passing criteria would be, you can, to be on the safe side, consider it to be as 60%. But yes, it is typically falling between 50 to 60. That is 55% is the passing criteria for pharmacy technician exams. Okay. And this we have done a weightage according to exam specific. Like if I talk about the NHRA, that is the Bahrain exam, there the major topic areas as pharmacology, laws, compounding, dispensing, drug interaction, side effects, and calculations. So these are the breakdown that is there on the website, which is why we've put over here. Talking about the Oman exam, again, you can see the relative weightage of each subject. Again, the passing criteria would be somewhere around 55% for SPLE. So if you compare all the subjects, the breakdown is similar. So all prometric exams for each particular qualification is generally similar. So preparing for SPLE by default prepares you for DHA MOH also. So that is the flexibility that is there. Okay. So what to expect as a pharmacy technician in Gulf region? So you can, you must be well aware of your roles and responsibilities as when you migrate to such regions. You can expect to be dispensing over-the-counter medical products. You would be compounding the medicines, that is compounding of medicines. You would be preparing prescription medicinal products for dispensing by a pharmacist. And then you'll have supply chain tasks like inventory management and receiving consignments from suppliers. Apart from that, definitely data entry tasks will be there. So, what is the eligibility criteria for writing such exam? For NHRA, that is Bahrain, you have to have a 2-year diploma in pharmacy with 3-year retail or hospital experience. For Oman, again, it is same. For SPLE, a diploma only is valid. A 3-year diploma is valid if you are from Nepal or Africa. But otherwise, you have to be a B Farm or M Farm or PharmD. And optionally, if you want to go for a technician, you can apply. But for like diplomates from India, like of diploma in pharmacy from India is not eligible for the SPLE pharmacy technician exam. Okay. Apart from that, you have to have a 2-year retail or hospital experience. Okay. Talking about DHA, hard or MOH, again, all have the same eligibility criteria, that is 2-year diploma in pharmacy with 2 years retail or hospital experience. So it's just Bahrain and Oman which requires an additional 1 year, that is 3 years of work experience. So that was the eligibility. And as we've already talked about, let's sum up the steps. It's data flow, followed by exam booking and clearance. And upon clearing the exam, you're free to register with the respective authority and start applying for jobs. So that was in short. And so these are the steps. Again, it is a repetition. I would like to add in over here, just like the way a pharmacist exam is booked, similarly, a pharmacy technician. So there is no difference in document verification procedure for a pharmacist or a pharmacy technician in the Gulf countries. Again, the set of documents that is required is also same. So that was GPTE preparation by Academically. So this course we have curated by keeping in mind all the recall questions and is very much apt and readies you, giving you a comprehensive view of the entire exam per se and prepares you in the most appropriate manner. So those are our program highlights as we've already discussed. Now talking about the fee structure for NHRA, that is the Bahrain, you can expect application fee of 20 BHD followed by document verification. You can see the various packages that they have on the offer, and exam fee would be somewhere around 185 USD. Talking about the Oman exam for pharmacy technicians, data flow would be somewhere around 23,500. That is the application fee in INR, and exam booking would be 200 US dollars compared to 185 for Bahrain. For SPLE, similar like the pharmacist exam, it is data flow 840 reals, classification 200 real, and then the exam booking amount, that is 289 USD. For DHA, MOH, and hard, again, those are the application fee that is there. So, well, why not trust Academically? We have a reputation and legacy with 1,000+ reviews to look forward to, and over 90% success rate. We have a faculty profile which is highly experienced and qualified. We have course content which is well researched, of high quality and precise. Okay, that is in accordance to the strategy required to clear the exams. We have an alumni network, rich alumni network with hundreds of ex-students who are successfully placed in their careers. And apart from that, we provide constant counseling, mentorship, and motivation to all our candidates. Okay. Rest, if you're still in any dilemma, please feel free to have one-on-one discussion with our counselors, with our heads of the team placed in Australia and India, Dehradun office, and with Dr. Akram himself. Okay, so we have lots of media coverage that you can look forward to Dr. Akram is well renowned for his great research work over the years, and you can, feel really in safe hands when you talk about such exams while migrating to and taking such important decisions to such migration to such countries. You can find us on Google with a whooping 4.7 star. Yes, we do understand that migrating to such countries and taking such leaps does require financial assistance. So we do offer interest-free loan and EMI and scholarships via our ASAP program. And what is ASAP? So this is Academically Scholarship for Abroad program. Very simple to avail. Visit our website, register for the test, clear the test, and upon basis the percentage obtained, you can bag the scholarship. So thank you for patiently listening to us. And now we will be I'll just stop presenting the screen and we will be opening the Q&A session wherein each one of you can raise your hand and we'll open the queue and answer your questions. Yes, I think we're good to start with the Q&A session. So Shoaib, we can unmute them and one by one, each one of you, as your names are being called out, you can ask your questions. Okay. So Dr. Sonal, we are ready to take the questions, right?
Yes, Dr. Madhushri, we can go on.
Okay. So the first one we have is Ehsan. Ehsan, you can
Yes,
unmute
ma'am.
the
Hello there.
question. Yes, please.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you're perfectly audible.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that as you have shown that in Bahrain, as a pharmacist, we require a 6 years of degree for PharmD. Is it
Yes.
a standard for all the Gulf, or because as I'm from Pakistan, I have done 5 years of PharmD?
Okay, yeah. So in India, it's a 6 year PharmD degree. So if it's in Pakistan, PharmD degree is 5 years, then a 5 year is valid. But you
Like,
have
ma'am,
to have it.
I want to apply for Qatar, and
Okay.
I should have just 1 year of experience, and I'm good to go.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ehsan. Thank you for your question. Next, we have Gargi. Gargi Vishnu.
Yeah, very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, my query was that if I enroll to the academically, obviously they will boost up my like confident. Also, they will groom by every sort of things. But the major concern is how academically will help us out. Like, what if I get selected in the first attempt? And there, if I'm finding the job in the Gulf country, like I'll be preparing for the DHA exam, and in
Mhm.
there is it like academically we'll be in touch throughout that process searching the job, or do we have to search it by our own self?
See, definitely, obviously, the job searching part you will have to do, but we will be there as in for we can guide you as to which all job portals are there, how you can, come up with an impressive CV, what are the tips to, crack your interview, what are the trending, ways,
Okay.
all those things, yes.
And ma'am, also I was also expecting, like, it has been told that Akram sir will be also joining for this session.
For
So
today's session,
yeah, there was like he'll be joining for 17 and 24th.
Okay, yes, he was supposed to join, but due to last minute changes in plan, he could not. But definitely, he would be looking forward. So you can look forward to the 24th session.
So, ma'am,
But if you have
that
any queries, you can post your queries and we can pass it on to him. That is not an issue at all.
ma'am, this was the only major query that I was concerned more about, that by learning and adapting all these knowledges and basics what the study material will provide, that will grab. The major concern comes out when we migrate ourselves to our own home country to the another. So that is very difficult, because moving from Lucknow to Delhi itself is a hard, like we don't know there also nobody. So it is something a very new call for a
Yeah,
personal
so
person.
like an unknown country is unknown, be it from Lucknow to Delhi or Delhi to Lucknow. Similarly, if you move out to other country, definitely you'll the social barriers and the regional barriers and language barriers is there. But then once you are prepared to write the exam, the major hurdle is
The cracking
appearing
the
for
exam.
the exam and
Yes,
cracking the
exactly.
exam. If that is taken care of, I think rest all can be managed.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Also, Dr. Madhushri, I would like to add something. So, Gargi, in most of the countries, no, what happens is, suppose if you have cleared the exam and you have applied for a job, so you don't need to go there and apply for a job. You through LinkedIn or the other portals now for which we may help you out, you can apply for the jobs in an online way only, remotely. You can sit for the interview also,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Nowadays, so many virtual
Yes.
interviews are being conducted, and LinkedIn is such a good platform wherein you get to initially, if you talk about 10 years down the line, you did not have so much facilities.
Yes, ma'am.
It's the world of virtual reality. I mean,
Yeah. So, and also once you finish up, once you're selected, you have an employer. The employer also helps you with the visa and accommodation and everything. So it's not
Okay.
something that you go. And if you talk about Lucknow to Delhi, Gargi, you are a dentist, I suppose.
No, no, I'm doing M.Pharm from Amity University. I have done
Okay.
my graduation in pharmacy.
Okay. So
Right now,
like,
I'm
see, if
pursuing
you
my
have to
master's.
flourish, you have to leave your comfort and your, if you want to be
And
independent,
that I'm ready to, like, I'm
yes, you
very
have
looking
to.
forward.
Yes, you have to. All of us have done that, whether it's Dr. Madhushri or it's me. So both of us are dentists. We have not studied from our cities,
Yes,
dental
ma'am.
colleges, right? We have also
Right.
traveled, and that is the way you gain experience. Don't be apprehensive of that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your employer also helps you with the accommodation and all that. So it's not a big thing.
Okay,
Keep
ma'am.
maintain your mind, make up your mind, and it's done. Okay. And if you want a one-on-one session, also our counselors will get back to you. Okay, if you drop your name and contact number.
I'm like, also there was a query again, that is it possible to have like a session who are already selected from your academically and they are working in Gulf, like, to
Yes, Gargi. So that is only there for the enrolled candidates. We have the alumni meet and
if
sessions.
we'll, okay,
That is one of the facility about which both of us have been talking about, me and Dr.
okay, okay,
Madhush, that you get once you get enrolled with our program.
okay,
So,
sure.
okay.
so
Thank
you
you.
can leverage the reach network of alumni that we have.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay, thank you,
good
Gargi.
question, Gargi. Next, we have Milan Medical. I think that is the
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Ma'am, actually, I'm completed this year DPharm, Diploma in Pharmacy. Uh,
Diploma
can
in
I,
Pharmacy.
uh, huh?
D Farm, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give the DHA exam and go Dubai and settle?
Yeah, for the pharmacy technician, yes, but you have to have a 2 year experience
I
in
have
hospital.
I have a own medical shop and I do there 20 years till I do job there.
Okay. Yeah, so then you have to show it in the on papers that you had been working and you have the experience. Then yes, you can.
Okay, this is what type of job I can get there? This is is this a pharmacist job or a pharmacy
With a
technician
diploma in
job?
technician, D Farm, obviously pharmacy technician.
Okay.
Milan, what
Uh,
you can do is you can leave your WhatsApp number with the country code. You're talking from which part of the country?
I'm from West Bengal.
Okay, okay. So Milan, you can just drop down your contact number in the chat box, and we'll make sure that we contact you and cater to all your queries one on one.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for your question, Milan. Next we have Mateen Khan.
Milan, please keep your if your question has been answered.
Yes. Thank you, Mateen. Yes, you can ask your question. Okay, we'll come back to him later. Next, we have Catharanthus Sosius.
Okay, ma'am, can I ask my question in Urdu instead of English?
I'm sorry, not very familiar with the language, but Hindi
Okay,
works.
मैम ओके मैम एक्चुअली मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछना था कि कतर का लिखा हुआ था कि आपने अगर एम फार्म किया हुआ है तो आपको टेस्ट देने की जरूरत नहीं है।
एम फार्म के साथ अगर आपका 2 साल का वर्किंग एक्सपीरियंस है तो
हाँ जी, तो
हाँ।
एग्जैक्टली मैम, अगर डी फार्मेसी की है और उसके बाद अगर आपने एम फिल किया है तो इसका मतलब है कि आप एम फार्म कर रहे हैं या वो डिफरेंट चीज है वो?
नहीं, वो तो डिफरेंट है ना।
Master in pharmacies is a different and MPhil is different things.
Masters in philosophy and masters in pharmacy is
Masters
different.
in ये मैं नो मैम, मास्टर्स इन फार्मेसी अगर आप मास्टर कर रहे हैं फार्मेसी के अंदर और अगर आप एमफिल कर रहे हैं किसी सब्जेक्ट में लाइक फार्माकोलॉजी में कर रहे हैं या फिर फार्मास्यूटिकल साइंसेस में कर रहे हैं तो ये दोनों चीजें डिफरेंट हैं कि सेम ही है?
मतलब आप एम फार्म के बाद एम फिल की बात कर रहे हो?
नहीं, डी फार्मेसी के बाद।
डी फार्मेसी, डिप्लोमा इन
जी
फार्मेसी? नो नो
नो
नो
मैम, फार्म डी जो 5 साल की डिग्री है मैम, फार्म डी।
फार्म डी आप कहाँ जाना चाहते हो? आप कहाँ के लिए बोल रहे हो? कतर के लिए?
कतर के लिए, यस मैम।
हाँ, तो कतर के लिए इफ यू हैव अ फार्म डी डिग्री दैट इज अ 6 ईयर वाली डिग्री,
यस मैम, इन
नॉट
पाकिस्तान इट्स 5 years।
बैचलरेट वाली जो होती है दैट इज नॉट एलिजिबल। ओके, 6 ईयर रेगुलर
मैम
फार्म डी डिग्री विथ 1 year experience that is eligible, and otherwise if you are a B farm that is 4 year plus 2 year of M farm then 2 year of experience, then you are exempted from the exam.
Okay ma'am, but in Pakistan it's 5 years degree Form D की।
Yeah, so if it is in your country, if it is a farm D degree is a 5 year, then you have to have a 2 year work ex and you are eligible.
ओके मैम, मेरा 2025 के जुलाई में 2 years एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा तो उसके बाद मैं अप्लाई करूँ टेस्ट के लिए?
Yes, because you have to have a registration certificate of the state council.
Okay, thank you ma'am।
Thank you. Rest Catharanthus, what you can do is if I'm missing on something with one-on-one attention, because we've lot of attendance here to cater to, you can drop your contact number in our chat box and we'll get in touch to clarify your doubts. Okay. Next we have Isaac Yankee. Yes, please.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, so I have 2 questions.
Yes, please.
The first question has to do with how much is your course? I didn't hear about that.
For which exam?
For the MOH, the Dubai Convention exam.
Okay, for pharmacist?
Yes, please, for pharmacist.
Okay, so what you can do is, Yankee, would like to understand your eligibility criteria and other details like work experience, and accordingly suggest you also understand as to which country would be the best option for you. So what you can do is you can drop your contact number with your country code in our chat box, and our counselor will get in touch with you to guide you about the fee, the course, and everything. Will that work?
All right, please. Yes, please. And then again, the prometric centers. Do we have some in Africa? Because I've been trying to research and then I don't see anything on that.
Yeah, so all major cities they have. In case it is not, we can work around the closest, that is the nearby prometric center that is there. So for such detailed information, I would suggest you to again drop your contact, and we'll definitely get back to you.
Okay, Dr.
All right,
Madhushri,
please.
I have a thing to add. So, in Cape Town, there is a center, like a Prometric center, if you talk about South Africa. All right. Yeah. In Johannesburg, Cape Town, also there are other centers for you guys. Okay.
Okay,
All
Isaac.
right,
So,
all right. But there's no center in Ghana because I'm a Ghanaian.
Isaac, as Dr. Madhushri mentioned, you can just book a one-on-one session and they'll be guiding in a proper way. But in Johannesburg and Cape Town, they have it. Like in Randburg also, Boskruin, all these cities are there where it's there. Okay.
All right, so I'll drop my contacts then.
Yeah, please do. Thank
sure.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Ehsan Ullah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I am again in confusion about Qatar eligibility criteria.
Mhm.
I am a ma'am 5-year PharmD graduate.
Like, yeah, you said. So you have to have, I think I missed there. I told you 1 year experience, right? So if it is a 5 year,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to have a 2 year experience.
Okay. I will be treated as a bachelor of pharmacy
Why would you be treated as a bachelor of pharmacy when you have a PharmD
because
degree?
yes, but I think bachelor of pharmacy requires 2-year experience, just like that.
Yeah, but then they have to have the year criteria that is to be fulfilled, right? So if they are asking for a 6 year PharmD degree, then because you are falling short of 1 year in Pakistan is a 5 year PharmD degree, then you
Yes,
have to. It's better that you have a 2 year work experience to have a strong
yes, ma'am.
portfolio.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Pirate 97.
Um, Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So my question is that is it possible to get that 2-year work experience in the country we are planning to apply for this license? That means while working as a pharmacy assistant in that country and then get this apply for this prometric exam and all.
How can you get a job without passing the exam?
So that means that we have to get the work experience in our own country.
Yes, definitely. If you have the work experience along with the eligibility, that is, if you are a D farm, you and wanting to migrate to Dubai, you have to have a 2 year work experience post your registration. Then only you are eligible to write the exam. You have to submit the documents for the verification process.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you. Mm, do we have Muhammad Junaid? Yes, SZ Khan. So if we do not have any more questions, do we call it a wrap? Anybody would like to ask any other question? You can unmute
Yes.
yourself and ask.
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, there are some person who are telling to me you don't need to verify your documents firstly in Qatar. You just apply for test, firstly give your test, and then verify your documents. Is this true or not?
For Qatar, it is a slightly different procedure. So yes, you have your recruiter, is the person who will verify the documents for you.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, he said to me that you don't need to verify your documents firstly in Qatar Council. You just prepare yourself for MOH exam and take your test and then go for verification.
MOH exam
Yes, ma'am.
for Qatar?
Yes, ma'am. He said to me there is MOH exam for Qatar.
I think there is a little Qatar exam is QCHP. So there is a little confusion that is happening over here. For Qatar, the exam is QCHP, not MOH. So what you can do is, Catharanthus, you can just drop your contact and ask your specific queries to the counselor. We will be able to guide you in a better way, I think. You're getting confused over here with the MOH exam. MOH exam is separate. It is MOH Kuwait and MOH for UAE. But when you talk about Qatar, it is the QCHP exam. I hope I was able to clear your doubt, Catharanthus. Next, we have Farhat.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
Is
hi.
I'm audible?
Yes.
I would like to ask a question in Hindi, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, I'm a bachelor graduate from Hyderabad, from India, and like मैंने मेरा registration मेरा 2021 में हुआ था, तो I want to ask you that experience जो count होता है, वो after completion of graduation count होता है या after getting registered as a pharmacist?
After registered as a pharmacist count होता है.
Okay. So like I have मैंने मेरा bachelor complete किया था 2019 में. Then I have started working as a pharmacist. उसके बाद मेरे को 2 साल का experience था, but I have got registered in 2021. So is am I eligible हूँ या फिर I need to wait for like 2 years to complete and get the experience?
तो 21 के बाद जब आपकी registration हो गई 21 में, उसके बाद कोई work experience नहीं है? There's a gap.
No. After that, I have moved to UK, to London, for the MSc in pharmaceutical sciences. And यहाँ पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, as you know, like our degree is not accredited in UK. So I'm working here as a dispenser, as a pharmacy assistant over here for like 1.5 years for now. Like it's been 18 months. Is this
Okay.
count or like how do I?
Okay, so you are wanting to migrate to which country?
To Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Okay. Okay, so Farhat, what you can do is we can look into this, and for few countries, I think like for Dubai, they do accept after the work experience after your degree also.
Okay.
So we'll check that and get back to you. You can put down your contact number with your country code, and we'll definitely help you out with this.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, next we have, yes, Mateen Javeria. Anybody?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
This is Javeria. I'm from Pakistan, and I want to ask about pharmacist job in Qatar. I have a work experience from May 2020 to May 2023. Am I eligible for pharmacist job?
And what is your qualification?
Yes, I'm Form D.
Farm D. Farm D
Yes,
with 1 year of experience. And your Farm D is of the
my
duration 5 years, 6 year Farm
5
D?
years.
5.
Yes, 5 years. But I have work experience of more than 2 years.
Yes, you are eligible for Qatar.
So I want to know about the process and exam material. From where should I prepare for my exam?
See, we prepare you for the Qatar exam. It is a prometric exam, and we have the GRPLE
Yes.
course. So we take care of the
Yes, I
entire.
have applied on your website, but I didn't receive any email or any other thing, any contact message.
Okay,
So
when
I
was
want to
that?
ask almost 2 days before.
Okay, so what I can do is, Javeria, you can just put down your contact number on our chat box with the country code,
Okay.
and you'll definitely get a call
Okay.
back.
Okay. So can I know about your fees structure or charges?
Everything we are going to guide you over the call. It's a 1 hour session wherein you get free to ask n number of questions and clarify all the doubts pertaining to the course
Okay.
and exam.
Okay. Okay, I will wait for your contact then.
Sure. You
Thank
just
you.
leave your contact and email ID on the chat box.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Javera. Next, we have Mohammed Junaid.
Good evening, man.
Yes, please.
Madam, my name is Samli Junaid. I have completed my B Pharmacy, and uh, when I was studying in pharmacy, I worked in pharmacy retail shop, part-time job in pharmacy, and now presently I am working in a hospital. 1 year experience is completed, madam, and I am eligible for a Qatar Chromatic exam, madam.
B Farm.
Yes, madam, B Pharmacy.
B Farm with how many years of experience?
In the 4 years experience in retail pharmacy shop and 1 year
Yes,
experience
you are
in
eligible.
hospital pharmacy.
Yes, you
Madam?
are eligible for Qatar.
Okay, madam. Madam, when it will be the exam, madam? How to crack the exam? What is the procedure? And
So first you have to prepare for the exam. Once you feel that you are mentally and financially prepared to write the exam, then you can book the exam. Okay.
madam,
So
after passing the after
yes.
clearance of exam, the company will select, madam.
Yeah, so we'll explain you the entire procedure, Junaid. What you can do is you can just drop your contact number with the email ID on the chat box and
Okay,
we'll
madam.
get back to you.
Okay, madam.
Okay, we'll provide you a complete 1 hour session where we'll, simplify the entire process and explain it to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sumsu. So I think we've answered everyone. And for any other questions which you might have later on and missed during the session, please feel free to contact us, or else alternatively drop your contact with your country code and email ID on the chat box and we will get back to you. Right, Dr. Sonal, we are good to wrap the session today.
Yes, Dr. Madhusri, we can go ahead.
Okay, thank you for your overwhelming presence. Thank you. Good day, everyone.